Good morning, y'all. I have about 20 minutes. My watch is over there. I should have put it on, but I didn't. It's fine. I don't care. It's not that big a deal. Alexa, would you please set an alarm for 10:30 a.m.?
Alarm set for 10:30 a.m.
Good enough. So, today is Zhu Young's birthday. I missed the live. I didn't forget about the live so much as I had to work this morning and we had a Friendsgiving last night. It was super fun. We played music mostly. We all ate. It was super chill and relaxed, and everybody was having a good time. About an hour after we ate, everybody brought something. About an hour after we ate, the hostess was like, let's dance. So we danced for the next 5.5 hours. I did get control of the aux cord at one point. And someone's like, oh my God, she just listens to her Korean men. I was like, I listen to other stuff too. So then I played 2000 dance hip hop. Mostly because, I mean, as much as I love them, you can't really dance to that. Also, can't really sneak this in between like Sean Paul and Jaquan. So next party, I will make a playlist specifically. And when it's my turn at the aux cord, it'll, like, you know, just kind of sneak it in. But I think it's funny that everybody at work knows that, oh, no, she just listens to her Korean men. Well, yeah, now. But can't really dance. I mean, they can dance to it. I cannot dance to it. Yeah, so, oh my God, so the funniest thing happened at the Friendsgiving last night. So literally we've got, you know, the lights off and we got the little flashy strobe type lights going on and music's bumping, everything's great. We're all dancing, having a great time. There's some people outside, there's some people inside. And this guy comes in wearing a, Amazon vest, and I'm like, okay, well, obviously he's somebody's friend. He just got off work and he just came straight to the party. No, he was the Amazon delivery driver. He came in, he had some punch, which was vodka and cranberry juice. It was delicious and dangerous, but yeah, so he came in, had some punch, hit someone's vape, and then left. I'm like, I tried to take a picture of him, but I didn't really want to, I didn't want him to get in trouble. I thought it was funny. I was like, oh honey, insert name here, your party's so lit that even your Amazon delivery driver's coming in to jam. And then one of the people who was at the party last night, I left at like 11 because I had to be at work this morning. All of my shifts this week are serving shifts. I'm very excited. And they're all morning serving shifts, which I'm less excited about. But it does mean that I will have more time in my day to where I don't have to spend most of it either asleep or at work. Did I mention it was Zhu Young's birthday? I think I did. Say cheese. Happy birthday, sweetie. Stray Kids had new video come out, and one of my tweets kind of went, it wasn't a tweet, but because I don't do Twitter, I do threads. But somebody was talking about the censored hot dog. It was on fire. And I said, well, what did you do to that hot dog? And I said, oh, well, I just thought it was because of this line in Bleep. And then I posted the screen cap of the lyrics with the little circle, you know, censor out the fire because we don't give up. Anyway, I made it into the Stayville News this morning. That was nice. But back to the party. So, because I was confused. No, yes, no. Okay, so, one of the people who was at the party last night posted on the group chat this morning asking somebody if they'd pick up his shift tonight because he didn't want to serve tables with a black eye. He didn't have a black eye when I left last night. I didn't really want to ask in the group chat, like, dude, who the fuck hit you? Of course, it could have been anybody. Not like in a malicious way, but like, there were very, very drunk people at the party last night. And we had all these tables set up, you know, for all the people. And we were trying to dance around the tables and dance around the couches, and that's why we were kind of spilled out outside too, dancing out there. But we were dancing everywhere. And then our host went outside to do something, I don't even know, and she ended up rolling around in the grass. It was cold and it was wet. She fell over several times. I'm glad she has hardwood floors, because we mopped up so many spills last night. Anyway, it was super fun though. Blush. There are probably several videos of me who have not made it to the internet yet, but they're gonna be there, I'm sure. And there was one, oh my god. So there's this TikTok that I have not seen because Korean men, and most of my feeds are the Korean men, and they haven't done this particular thing since it's a country music thing. So two of the girls from work, they're like, hey, come on in here. And I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know what this is. She's like, perfect. You'll be the perfect third person for this. I'm like, all right, whatever. So they started, and there's a song playing, and then all of a sudden they just go hog wild, and they're doing like roping, and I'm just like, anyway, they haven't posted it yet, but I told the girl to take a video because she wanted to do it again. I was like, you gotta save that one to dress, because I think that was actually kind of perfect. I know at least 4 of my coworkers / friends were recording me dancing, which is fine because I don't care. I dance in Dish Pit all the time. I just think that they think it's funny. Also, someone's like, oh, you know, a song came on, we were in the middle of dinner. It's like, oh, I love this song. She's like, well, go ahead and dance. And I'm like, no, everybody's looking at me, I'm shy. She's like, you are not. I'm like, no, we're just in the middle of dinner. She's like, we'll get a couple drinks in you. I was sober. I had a drink before dinner and then water the rest of the night. So I was sober. All of my nonsense is sober nonsense. So anyway, I just thought that was funny. There was something else I was going to say about Stray Kids. Oh, they've unseated Taylor Swift on the Billboard Top 100. They have unseated the Wicked soundtrack in the worldwide global. I don't think America, but maybe America. I mean, they should. And I did serve Saturday morning too, but I did not film because I had decided to sleep, and sleep was important to me. And so I slept, and then I had to throw on my face real quick and then go to pick up my friend for work. Oh, and I had to run real quick yesterday. I went to the bank, deposited some cash, and then I went to, I had to get half and half from my dad, because he never tells us when he's out of shit, and me and Mom had both been to the grocery store, and so I wasn't going to the grocery store again. So anyway, went to just needed half and half, so I went to Brahms, which is just around the corner. And the baby is, that noise is the baby playing with the shoelaces hanging from my Doc Martens. Anyway, fuck, what was I saying? Brahms, yes. So I walk in, and I grab my half and half, and I'm standing there at the checkout, and this boy comes around. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and I'm like, "That's okay." And then he looks up at my face, and he says, "Wow." Wow. What? He's like, "You're beautiful." Thank you. Literally, I had just washed my hair and washed my face, and that was it, because I was going to hang out with friends, and I just didn't want to go looking like a fucking troll doll. So anyway, a boy who's, wait, shit, this color. A boy who's hopefully out of high school, because it was the middle of the day on a fucking Monday. But maybe not, because it might be the week of vacation. Doesn't matter. He thinks I'm pretty. Yay. Anyway, but that was nice. And then I got like one good picture at the party of one of my friends and her husband, who's also one of my friends, and another one of my coworkers, who's also my friend. And those two guys were carving the two turkeys. Anyway, I thought it was a really nice picture, so I took it, I posted it to the group chat. But back to my other coworker, I don't know how he got a black eye, and I want to know, but I don't really want to ask. I figure I'll just wait till I get to work today, and then find somebody who's at the party and ask them. Yeah, the other problem with being the responsible adult who's sober at the party is somebody called and they're like, "You need to talk to her," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." But then I can't fucking hear her. The group chat did an audio call, like a video call kind of thing, and we all answered. Some people stayed on the call. I didn't stay on the call because I couldn't fucking hear anything. And besides, I wanted to dance. I didn't want to. Anyway, so I disconnected the call, and they kept, "And here's Christina," and showing me, and I'm like waving, and I don't care. It's fine. I dance all the time. It's just really nice to dance somewhere other than my kitchen by myself. Of course, I had a couple people, my Spotify learned some new songs last night, since my phone was in the aux cord. And then somebody's like, "Oh, we need to do a line dance." And I'm like, "I don't know any line dances." I'm used to dancing in a club where there's basically this much room. You don't have room to line dance. But I haven't been clubbing 20 years at least. Maybe longer. Might have been the fucking 90s. Doesn't matter. It was a good time. I had a good time. So anyway, yeah, this girl called and I had to go talk to her. She was fucked up. And I don't know where she was. Well, I mean, I got her address. I was like, girl, where are you? She's like, can you come get me? And I'm like, no, but, so baby, if I came got you, where would I take you? She's not going to my house. But she's like, can I just come hang out with y'all? Sure, I'll take you to the party. But then I thought better of it, and I sent the person who is CPR certified and also a lot stronger than me to go just in case, because she was fucked up. But apparently he got there and okay, so it's loud there at the party, and he calls and he said, oh, I got there, she was dead on the couch. What? Dead asleep on the couch. He said asleep. We just didn't hear that. I was like, perhaps you should use different language. But it's fine. So, as far as I know, when I left, that was before I left. But only just before I left. As far as I know, he was just going to leave her there. Because she was asleep, so. Going to wake her up and bring her to the party. I don't think so. For her to sleep on our couch. Well, not our couch, but the couch at the party. Anyway. Well, we decided that. Well, except for one person who's the sweetest girl ever, but she's like, oh, we can't leave her alone. She's an adult. Yes, you can. You can leave her alone. And she was the one who's like, you need to talk to her. And I'm like, okay. So I did. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to have a good time. And somebody's trying to get me to be responsible. I don't want to be responsible. I don't want to be the responsible adult. It reminds me of the time that I was at this party in Galveston. We were at the Seahorse Motor Inn. And so this girl, I don't know. I never knew. I still to this day don't know who she is. Showed up to our party. I was sober. I'm often sober because I don't like not being able to fucking just leave when I want to leave. And if I'm drunk, I can't just fucking leave. So if I don't like it, I don't like the vibe, whatever, I want to just go. So Seahorse Motor Inn. All right, so we're there. We're hanging out. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. These girls show up. I don't know who the fuck they are. I'm sure someone invited them. Wasn't me. This girl gets drunk as hell. And then decides she's going to go swimming in the Gulf of Mexico. No, ma'am. So, a couple of big burly Texas boys go get her ass out of the ocean. Hang on. and then bring her to the bathroom. And then a couple of us girls are in the bathroom with her. This little cheap hotel room. I think it was like $40. Of course, this was the 90s. It was like $40 a night. And we pooled our money for this hotel room. And the guy's like, yeah, 2 people? And we're like, oh, yes. Hotel room party. I mean, we should not have been able to get a hotel room, because now I think there's like rules and stuff where you gotta be like 21 years old or something. I think the oldest one of us was like 19. So, anyway. So we were helping her. We were staying at a hotel. It was me and a couple girls, and obviously some of our guy friends. I mean, we didn't have to anything to worry about nobody being taken advantage of, because it was a bunch of girls and some gay guys. So we were having a good time. Big burly Texas gay guys, but still. Anyway. We get her in the bathroom, and you know, it's just the ladies, because we don't want anything, no hint of impropriety, especially with girls that fucked up, and we don't know who they are, we don't know anything about them, we don't trust them, and we don't also trust their critical thinking skills, since they wanted to go swimming in the fucking ocean while drunk as shit in the middle of the night. You want to die, because that's how you die. Anyway, yeah. We start getting them out of their wet clothes, and between me and 2 other girls, we had enough clothes for her to wear dry shit. So we were getting her out of her wet clothes. This bitch laughing. Alexa, stop the alarm. She stopped. Oh shit, it's gonna start playing music over my alarm again. It doesn't matter. Anyway, she slipped and fell in the bathtub, and you know the little spigot where the faucet comes out and everything, rips her fucking back open. I'm like, oh my god. So I am the only sober person there. I mean, a couple of people were tipsy, but they were not sober. I was fucking sober. So guess who got to drive this bleeding stranger to a fucking emergency room in Galveston at like 2 o'clock in the morning? She had no identification. She had nothing on her. I'm like, I don't know who she is. She's got nothing on her. No driver's license. I mean, she might have been 12 years old for all I fucking knew. She wasn't 12. She's like 13 or 14. 15. Who knows? So I, being the not adult, but responsible adult, I think I was 18 or 19 years old. I was adulty adult. Not the adultiest adult. I still don't want to be the adultiest adult. Anyway, took her to the emergency room, and they were like, oh my gosh, what happened to your friend? I said, she's not my friend. They're like, where is she? I said, I don't know. I found her on the beach. They're like, what? I said, I found her on the beach. And I left out the part where she was at our fucking party. I was like, I found her on the beach, and she was trying to swim in the ocean. And so my friends pulled her out of the ocean, and I got her into the bathroom, and I was gonna get some clean, dry clothes on her, and she fell against the bathtub and cut open her back. They're like, and you don't know anything about her? I said, except for the fact that she's obviously messed up, and she was trying to swim in the ocean at 1 o'clock in the morning. No, I know nothing about her. Would you stop? Quit. So anyway, yeah. No, I know nothing about her. So that was fun. And they were like, ma'am, what's your name? And she mumbled something. Do you know her? And she's like, and I'm like, yes. Have no memory of me letting you fall in my bathroom, breaking your skin. It was bad. It was bad. And I felt bad that I let her fall, but at the same time, I am one person. Drunk people are heavy. So. Yeah. I wonder if the Seahorse Motor Inn's still open. I'll have to Google that later if I remember it. I'd forgotten all about that place. But that was our go-to when we went to Galveston. I think it was on the Bolivar Peninsula, I think. But maybe not. All I know is it was across the street from the ocean. So it was $45 a night, and it was like a 5-minute walk to the water. So, I mean, it wasn't in a touristy area, but I didn't need a touristy area. I just needed the water. It was my favorite place. I'm sure it was not the cleanest place. It probably had bed bugs or, I don't know, were bed bugs a thing in the 90s? Surely they were, right? That's not just something that just evolved, right? We had those in the 90s. We just didn't hear about them, maybe? I don't know. It didn't matter. Wasn't like most of the time, we even pulled the covers back to sleep. Cuddle puddles. Because we're usually like 8 or 9 of us in a hotel room. Alright, so this is the look I'm going for. It's fine. I'm going to turn the fan on real quick. I'm sure there was something else I was going to say about the Stray Kids, and I'm sure I'll get back to it. Oh, I got 2 of my 4 albums, my duet albums. Ooh. So, I got the big version. It comes with the poster. It's like 8.5 by 11. And I know because I'm looking at it. Anyway, so yeah, we got that one, and then I got the smaller one yesterday before I went to the party. And that one came with the mirror. I got Bang Chan's mirror. I was like, oh. So real quick before I go to work, because I have to get dressed and go now because my alarm went off telling me that I need to fucking get my shit and go. But I'll show you my poster real quick, the one I got. Okay, so you've seen my shrine before, right? Yeah, my shrine. That's my new poster. So obviously he needed a frame. I've got 2 more coming. Don't remember if I got which one I got from Barnes & Noble, but it's still on the way. I don't know if it's the big version or the smaller version. Doesn't matter. I kind of hope it's the big version so I can get another poster. I kind of hope it's the small version because the big version doesn't fit on my shelf. And then, of course, the platform version, which will be here in December because it's being shipped from elsewhere. You have a wonderful day. I'm going to go to work, make some money. All of my shifts are serving shifts for the next week, and my boss feels kind of bad about it, and I really don't. because it's the week of Thanksgiving, and so I would like to make some money. Thank you. Bye.